bitch, what's good? Nikki D here. Today we're doing another episode of Glam Heist. Woohoo! Number three. This is the look we're going for today. We are doing Sabrina Carpenter. So it seems like she's kind of out of my era at the moment. I had to do a little bit of research on her, but I do know that she's born in Pennsylvania, just like me. She's from the Lehigh Valley, so she's one of our girls. Today the look obviously is going to be like a dewy, luminous skin. She rocks like a very fresh complexion, very soft, very fluffy, glossy lips. I have this really cool lip combination to recreate with her. I know a lot of products that she uses, and we're going to try and pull some of those as we go along the look. The eyes are going to be a doe-eyed look. She really likes to enhance her eyes to like look really big but natural. So lots of browns, soft shimmer, just doesn't do a lot of shadow. And the brows are very natural, very fluffy. So instead of a brow pencil, maybe we'll do a little shadow there. So very last thing would be blush. It looks like in this photo she's really rocking like a muted blue pink, very feminine, very girly pink blush. So we will pull one of those. I have a great option for that. So let's get started. Woo! I'm gonna actually probably keep this photo up here for all my YouTube viewers, and we can kind of watch it as we go along. So I've already done my skin. I just did a little concealer on my main spots and a tinted moisturizer. So from here, I think we really need to focus on this blown out look. So what I'm seeing with her is very bright center, very highlighted, soft, natural. It doesn't really look like she's like beat to the gods. Really just like kind of enhancing what God gave her and adding a little extra. So let's get into it. I even gave you some blue eyes today. Well, they're blue-green, but gotta be on point. So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to do is take my Dior Forever Skin Correct, and I'm going to lay that down here because I really want to highlight the center of my face. Just like that. And then I'm gonna go like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this really cool Real Techniques brush. It's almost like a flat applicator. I'm gonna give it a spritz of my Fenty Beauty You Mist. And I'm just gonna pat that in. And I think here, the funnest thing for me, obviously this lip is awesome. It's giving me like pink espresso. Don't let me break out into song, but I am excited to do the lip and this cheek. One interesting thing about this series, I've only obviously done a few so far, is I end up learning products I just never would have probably put together just from kind of recreating these looks. So it's really fun if there's somebody you really like, or hey, even like look like your celebrity look-alike. Sabrina Carpenter is definitely not mine. If you kind of practice and look at their face shape, if it's something similar to yours, you can really learn a lot about better makeup placement. You know, like, not to toot my own horn, but Kim K, obviously she is my freaking idol. And we have very similar features in terms of like face shape. So a lot of how I have done my makeup over the years is stemming from that. So now I have nice highlighted skin there. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and set it with a setting powder. This is the MAC Studio Sculpt Defining Powder, and we'll just set that down. I'm taking a big fluffy brush, tap away the excess, and I'm just pressing that into the skin. This won't take away our shine. It's just gonna secure our cream products. The next thing I want to do is grab a cream blush. This one is from GLAM. It's called Petal Talk Color Bloom Liquid Blush, like this. It's a super hot pink. And it looks like she has her cheek kind of chiseled out. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to lay that down there. I love these blushes, so they really take like a long time to dry down so you can really have time to play with them. And I'm just gently tapping that in. I want to preserve the color as much as possible. I am going to go over it with another one, a blush by MAC called Dame, which I think looks gorgeous. And it's like that fluffy, why do I keep calling stuff fluffy? Plushy? Is that the right word? Pink. Okay. Natural, but like kind of fresh. Very cool for spring. And then I'm going to take my MAC Dame and I'm going to take a blush brush. This is my Sephora 04 brush. And I'm going to just set that. Oh, that's giving. Okay. So remember, in makeup, we tend to find that blush is the first thing to disappear. So let's give it like a little extra love. But if you ever feel like you need to kind of just chill it out a bit, just take your powder brush and just tap it in like that. Okay, cool. Now, this is a powder I mentioned the other day. This is the MAC Accentuate powder. It's from the MAC Pro store, but I believe that they sell it in store now. I'm just gonna take a MAC 108 here, and I'm just gonna pop out this area here. See what that did? Isn't that gorgeous? So it's like a highlighter with no shine. It really plays on the light and kind of helps you hide, like for me, eyeshadows. If you ever catch me doing that, it's so I can grab a screenshot for the thumbnail. Okay, so all my high points, just like that. I'm so excited to do this lip, I cannot wait. All right, now let's get into shadow. So it looks like she's got like a soft bronze swept under the eye, and then she's got like a vanilla sheen here, and then not much else on the lid. I see some brown liner and some brown pencil, so we'll absolutely do that. And I want to do a little bit of like a vanilla color in the waterline too, because it looks like it's very open and bright. So let me grab that. I'm going to add just a little bit of bronzer around the face. It looks like hers is like pretty neutral, not too warm. So I'm just gonna take like a fluffy brush and my Makeup Forever Artist Sculpt. This is called Thrilled Chestnut, what a weird name. And I'm gonna do this little technique that they do in Asia, which is basically just dusting bronzer around the perimeter of the face without really chiseling. And it kind of just magically looks absolutely incredible. Like, look at that. It's like exactly where you need it, without having to think about anything. I just run it down my cheek. It looks like on the tip of the nose is very pronounced, and then she's got a little bit of definition down the side. So I'm just gonna take, this is a Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush, the H32, and I'm just gonna make a little button nose. I'm coming up here, like that, and then from the arch of here down like that. There we go. Look at the transformation is complete. And then I'll just take some of this and I'm just gonna buff it into my crease here. Just get some sculpt going on before we add any eyeshadow. Okay, then I'm going to take, let's go ahead and do brows real fast because they're pretty simple. So she has a very fluffy looking brow. I'm gonna keep it mega simple and use my MAC, this is Espresso. How perfect. I'm gonna take it on this definer brush. And the thing about brows, I find a lot of people will just like start coloring. What the hell did I just do? I find a lot of people will start coloring in their brows just based on the shape they have. But what you really want to do is focus on where you're missing only. Because what you end up doing is coloring in that skin in between the hairs, and that's kind of what keeps it looking natural. So you really don't want to color that in. You only want to fill out like what you're missing. So see how that looks nice and complete, but I'm not all color blocked in? Just like that. So it gives you some nice structure, but you're not coloring in the whole brow. So I'm just filling in where I'm missing and little strokes. And look, I'm doing this with some eyeshadow, you know, I mean, it's very, very simple. You just want to make sure your brush is stiff so you can go like that. And there you go. Hers are a bit more fluffier, but hey, I'm growing mine out a little bit. Soft. I like that. I used to do this all the time, and then I kind of got into brow pencils, and you can get a little carried away with that sometimes. So now I'm gonna hop into just a little bit of baking. I think that's important, especially to bake this nose, the shape we just did. So I'm taking my GLAM lilac powder and a powder puff, and I'm gonna dip that, and I'm just gonna trace the shape that I just made. And see how I'm kind of pointing it at the end? That's gonna help us with reinforcing the shape. Then I'm gonna do a little like that and like that. And then I'm gonna just take a good amount, roll it on my hand, and I'm gonna bake right in here. Because the rest is quite glowy. I don't wanna take away that shine. I really wanna accentuate this area so it's nice and blown out and bright and cool. And you just wanna leave it just like that, okay? What I'm also gonna do is just snatch this like that. I tell you, transparent powder, that's the part where you're really transforming your face. If you can really get this, whether it be pictures or just real life, it makes you that girl. All right, so we'll just leave that for now. I'm gonna do just like a tad on the head. And we'll bring a little bit of that shine back, but for right now, I just really want that blown out. I may even take like a 108 brush and really pack it on there so that we get that effect, okay? So let's just leave that for now, and we'll do eyeshadow so that has time to set. So now I'm taking my Morphe palette. This is the Morphe Artistry palette in Jamaica Street. Yeah, that's where it's made. Morphe palette, what the hell is this called? Oh, the 9T. Morphe palette in 9T. And it looks like she's got, first of all, warm underneath her eye. So I'm just gonna take a little pencil brush. Actually, I'm gonna take this little fan brush here in a warm brown, like this one. And I'm gonna like really get that under here. Like that. God, I look so crazy right now. All right. And then it's very, very simple. It looks like on the eye, she has like this obvious glow in this point. So we can do that part now. I'm gonna take the Makeup Forever. This is a highlighter. I'll give you guys the name of it. But it's a very like vanilla looking highlighter. And I'm gonna take that on a pencil brush, like so. And first I'm gonna lay down this color. It looks like it goes like this. And then I'm gonna put a Fenty Diamond Balm on top of that to really make it glow when we're all done. Wow, oh, that's awesome. Isn't that gorgeous? So that's the Makeup Forever. These are refillable too. Okay, And then I'm keeping this mega simple, guys. I'm gonna take this warm brown, mixed a little bit with this vanilla, and I'm just gonna dance it over the lid, like that. So easy, so easy. In little circular motions. We already sculpted out the eye with the bronzer, so you're good to go. Okay. And this is where I think her signature look starts to come into play. So we'll take a little bit of liner. We have, let's see here. This is the Wycon Intense Eye Pencil in metallic brown. This is an Italian brand. And I'm just gonna wiggle it right on the edge of my eye. So see where this dips here? You just wanna stop right there. And then here you just wanna let go. Okay, we'll do this side. Metallic pencils are really nice because they're kind of forgiving. Boom. And then, to me, it seems like she's a very, very defined liner. So before I go ahead and do that, I'm just going to lay in a little bit of this MAC. This is the NC15 NW20 Studio Chromographic Pencil. It's like this. Really nice. It's not too white in the waterline, which can be a little bit of freaky looking. This just will help you open up your eye a little bit. A lot of people will use this if they're like hungover or tired. This makes you look a little bit more fresh, or if you want bigger eyes. But see how that just really gave you this really cool look like that? Awesome. And then I'm gonna take, this is the Catrice Calligraph Artist Matte Liner. And I'm gonna make a tiny wing. So right where I just did this pencil, I'm gonna take and lay down my pen and just scoot it right across. Just like that. Flat down. And this is why I say, before you pull out that pen and there's no going back, take a little bit of liner first, or eyeshadow, and kind of sculpt out what you're gonna do. And then you have this perfect shape. Okay, now I'm going to dust away our powder. Not too much though. First I like to tap, and then I kind of sweep. And look how nice and blown out that looks, amazing. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but in person, it is like, cool. Okay, let's get rid of my little tip. Okay, now we're getting to the super fun part. What I'm gonna do is take, first, she has a soft glow. So I'm not actually gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury, otherwise we'll be blinding. I'm actually gonna go back in with the Makeup Forever, and we'll do a little highlight there. It's a very soft, diffused, satiny kind of skin. So I'm gonna take a little highlighter, put it on my hand, and just lay it soft here, and then roll it around. So instead of having like this beam of light, it's just a nice, gentle, natural glow. Now, she does have a quite pronounced tip of her nose, so I am gonna take that. And now take a clean finger and clean it up a little. And I throw whatever's left on the cupid's bow and the chain. Cool. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty. This is the How Many Carats Diamond Balm. Looks like this. A lot of people are using this in their hair right now. They're like clamping it down, and I don't have the, do I have the balls? I'm gonna do it. It's almost wash day anyway. Did it work? I don't see anything. It didn't work. Okay, cool. All right, and then I'm gonna take the Fenty Diamond Balm and I'm gonna dance that right in here. And this is cool. It's almost like an invisible gloss with a ton of little carats in it. Cool, awesome. I'm actually gonna take a tiny bit of that on my nose, right on the tip. And then like the tip of the eye, brow. There, okay. Now I'm gonna give it a good spritz and then we'll do lips and we are done. First, just a bit of mascara on the bottom. And she really doesn't have it very defined, so I'm really just gonna touch the root. Like that. It's all about her top lashes, I think. Yeah. All right, cool. And now we'll do the lip, which I'm so excited about. So I have 3 products to do this lip. I know she likes like very plushy, very like cushy lips. So we've got a lifter gloss for that. This is called Gummy Bear. And the 2 liners I'm gonna use, one is Morphe Bite Me, which is such a staple. And then I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in Muted Mauve. So if you can see in the photo, I'll put it here again. You basically see that she has a line, then it fades, and then it fades into like fat lip. So let's do it. And she doesn't have a very pronounced Cupid bow, it's just kind of soft. So let's do it. These are $6 and they are the best formula you ever tried. I like it better than MAC, honestly. They're very creamy, but like woody like MAC and very stiff and stable. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that did that. And then I'm just scribbling a little bit to help me blend. And then I'm gonna take my second pencil, which is the Muted Mauve, and I'm gonna color along here. Okay, and now the final touch, Maybelline Lifter Gloss, really in the center. And then I'm using the applicator to kind of blend these two together. Awesome. And then what I'm gonna do is just grab a little bit more to Bite Me. Darken that up. It's giving pink espresso. Awesome. And final touch. Okay, and we're done. Sabrina Carpenter, we have dewy, soft skin, brown eyeliner, very pronounced lip, nice and juicy, and a blue pink fluffy, that's the word of the day, blush. So what do you think, guys? How do you like the lips? What is your favorite part? For me, I think this liner is giving. It is giving. If you don't have lashes, I would say a little half lash on the outside would be just fine, but I'm very satisfied with this. I think it's super good. I think in person you can see a little bit better how blown out this is, but there we go.